Hello and welcome to the Vale, an SMP server based on the works of David Eddings. I'm Skelly Rocker and today we are down at Val Alorn. This is the home of the Chereks, the capital city of Cherek, and at one point was the capital city of all of the Alorns. So this is going to be quite a big build. We're not doing it all today, I'm just focusing on one little area which we're going to finish off. And although I haven't done some videos for a while, doesn't mean there hasn't been anything going on. Done quite a lot of building at my base, deep within the bowels of Loch Manor, and of course there's been the occasional prank, such as the chickening.
Wow, they all turned towards me.
They love you. They love you. Oh my god, that is hysterical. Look at him. This is going to crash
the ones with red eyes.
And then, of course, there was the blossoming.
What? What is going on? Holy crap. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he finished. It's got to be Scully. He filled in everything with these. Every floor. Wow.
And coming soon, the puffering, which is going to be great. But I can't say too much about it just now because I haven't done it. But you'll find out soon. Sorry, it just makes me laugh. The thought of what it's going to be. Anyway, let's get serious and go down into the harbour area of Val Alorn and take a look around. Now, in most village expansions that I've done, it's just been simply a case of taking whatever the village looks like and modifying it. So, for example, like Saltern and Upper Gralt, which are both just copying the houses and putting them somewhere else. But Val Alorn is very specific, and the Chereks they're best thought of as a sort of Viking kind of race. So that, in a way, made it easier to do the expansion. And the way I want to do this is to take the existing village, so this village here, so this was the original village, and all I'm doing is modifying the style of the houses to make them more sort of Viking-esque. Is Viking-esque a word? I don't know. Anyway, to make them look more like Viking houses. And although that is fine for the lower part, so this is the harbour area, it's really going to have to change as we expand out. So you can imagine, like the harbour area, it's a bit seedy, lots of seamen. Yeah, and good grief, Skelly. Grow up. Lots of swarthy sailors, let's say that instead. And all sort of close together, close little houses. So the existing houses worked quite well with a bit of modification. And the only modification I've done is to the roofs, with these sort of flares and posts sticking out, and then modified some of the blocks used from, I think it was all spruce, so I've put in dark oak and spruce and stripped dark oak and so on, so that they look a little bit more Viking-esque. And then in between, there are additional builds, sort of unique builds, if you like. For example, like Martha's hut, Martha the old seer, beware the Ides of March. She never says beware the Ides of March, really. If you're going to quote properly. But she is a blind seer. That's an oxymoron, a blind seer. Anyway, she's blind, but she can see the future and tends and puts things forward to Garion in riddles and rhymes. And so we've got this seer's hut here with a chest full of potions and crystals and candles. And then round the corner we've got a blacksmith's hut. You know, I think the Vikings would have had a lot of blacksmith's huts. It still needs a little bit of detailing here. And we'll maybe get a pillager, a tamed pillager living in here, or somebody living in here. Maybe a villager. Actually make him a blacksmith. Get him trapped inside. And we've got a ship, which we'll maybe come to in a different episode. And this is our harbour, our main key here. Although they'll probably have subsidiary keys elsewhere. And then over here, and it's best seen from the sky, is our boathouse, where they construct the boats. So that's not quite finished yet, but it's coming along nicely. And I think it's important to say that these sort of individual builds, the unique builds, are not mine. So these come from the Walking Whale, and I highly recommend, if you're certainly doing a Viking-styled village or town, that you go and check out his channel. It's in the notes section, and he has absolutely fantastic builds, and the tutorials are absolutely excellent, very easy to follow. And it was also him that provided me with the template for the watchtower. So we've got 2 watchtowers, one here, which is complete, and we can go up inside it and have a view from the top, I think. Can we get over that trapdoor? Yes, we can. Excellent. And look out over the sea to see if there's any invading ships coming, and also out over the harbour. And then the second watchtower is up there in the distance, which is incomplete. But what I want to focus on today is to simply go and finish doing a little bit of the detailing in the village. So there was a couple of things occurred to me while I was working on this. And the first was, I don't think, in the harbour, in Viking times, I don't think they'd have had nice panes of glass. And I think a better solution to that is a fence gate. So I want to replace all the villages that we've done with fence gates. All the windows in the village with fence gates. And the other thing is maybe just to tidy up this path a little bit, or give it a little bit more texturing. So what I've been doing for this is, you can see the path is predominantly mud bricks and compressed mud. There's some rooted dirt in there. But then for dirty snow, and again, this was a suggestion that was on the Walking Whale, was to use diorite. But I think he must have done it before we got calcite, which is even better. So I've mixed calcite and diorite together to sort of indicate dirty snow. And then the rest of it was is just snow blocks. Snow blocks where there's a lot of light, because obviously if I just have a layer of snow, a snow layer will melt unless the light's far enough away. And then snow layers or on top of that at varying heights to show where it's maybe drifted a little bit all around the village. Now, I got a good head start with this because Ginthian thought he'd pull a fantastic prank and unleash snowmen all over the village. And if you go up here, you can see the extent of it. He certainly did a good job on that. But it backfired because it saved me a fair bit of work. So I've had to just go around and fill in some of the blanks and adjust the lighting so that the blocks don't melt. And we really just got this first part done so far. Anyway, back to sorting out the harbour area. So we need to replace the windows. The other thing I just realised I wanted to do was finish texturing the buildings. So, all the buildings were predominantly cobblestone and a little bit of mossy cobblestone. And just want to add in a little bit of stone, more mossy cobblestone. I don't have a huge amount of that. And of course, andesite. We always use andesite for the buildings which are predominantly cobble, just to give it that textured finish. And then the next thing we'll do is just quickly decide how far the houses are going to go. So we'll do a roof conversion on this one here. So we'll show you how these roofs are put together. I think we're going to say goodbye to that house and that house, because I think there's going to need to be some terraforming up here at some point, just to allow the flow of the stairs to take you up into the sort of richer, more affluent areas where we'll have bigger house builds. And I think those houses as well can go. So, without any further ado, and to save you the boredom of me whittering on, let's get into super fast time mode. Okay, now that that's the texturing and windows modified, the next thing I want to do is finish off this roof, and then we'll get rid of the last two remaining structures, and I think that'll be about it for today, except maybe for that building up there in the right hand corner, which I haven't talked about. Maybe we'll pop up there and see what happens. Anyway, let's crack on with changing this roof out. So the first thing we want to do is just remove the existing logs, which is fairly straightforward. And where we have that pinnacle there, we're going to start putting down some dark oak logs. So this doesn't take too long. It's a little bit different from ones I've done before where it was just a straight roof. Obviously this is an L-shaped roof. I have to say I've got so much spruce just now, I don't care if that disappears at all. Let's see, they've got that as a ceiling. Okay, I need to remember to put that into the build at the end. So that's sort of phase one, and then the next thing I want to do is to go around, oh, have I got everything? Yeah, I think I do. Is to go around the corners and simply take out these corners of the build, and in there we will put dark oak logs. And they're meant to be stripped dark oak logs, but I find it easier just to put them in and then strip them in situ, rather than spending hours laying out, stripping logs and cutting them up again. It makes much more sense just to put in where you want them. Just, you've got to remember the orientation of them, of course. So we'll put those in, and then don't think we need one there. We do need here. Hope that piggy doesn't get out while I'm doing this. He won't now. I think that's, yeah, that's them all there. So then just take your axe and do a right click on each of them just to turn them into stripped logs. Come on. Hope there's another door here. Yeah, okay, through there. Oh, I did that one already. Okay. As you can see, this is fairly straightforward. And hopefully I've got enough height here. And, oh, missed one there. And that's just my getting up stick, which I'm going to need in real life soon anyway. So that is the basis of it done. And then what we want to do is along the sloped side, as far as the walls go, is to put spruce, whoops, wrong way around, is to put spruce stairs like this, and then at the end put a dark oak stair. Like, oops, not like that. Yeah, like that. I hope. So do that there. And then we'll come round here somehow. Do it in here. Yeah, that worked out. So there'll be a dark oak stair in here. And one in, let's not fall off the edge here, there. And also round this side. Along, no, not along there. So that's the pinnacle. So it must be, yeah, just along here. So again, just spruce for the length of the house, but then you have an overhang at the end, which has that. Which suggests that I've made a boobsy boo somewhere. Yeah, that should not that should not be like that. Because that is very confusing. Now I'm not sure how this is going to work. We'll figure it out as we go along. So, and that should be that one. See, this is the truth behind these builds, is that you never really get it right first time. It's my fault for doing it live. Let's just pillar up here and see if we get a better idea of what's going on. So in this instance, normally I would have a complete row here. I wonder if that's what's throwing me off. No, that seems right. So what I'm going to do is do my next layer of spruce, but where I've got this, just trying to think what would look best. I think definitely a cobblestone there, and then a cobblestone here, but that looks weird. And I don't have vertical slabs. Why do I not have vertical slabs? Oh well. Let's just keep going with the rest of the roof and we'll figure that out when we get to the end. So there needs to be some sort of link in there. And what about if I did that? It goes the wrong way. Okay, what if I did that? No, not that. Not that block. That. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Not bad. And then we have the same here. Now, I'm not quite sure how that bit of roof is working. I maybe should have been a little bit more careful when I took it down. That's correct, so that can continue along like that. Sometimes it just sort of appears as you start putting bricks and stones and bricks and stones and slabs and whatever. You start to understand how the whole thing's going to pull together a little bit more easily. Now, this is a 2, which is a little bit annoying because I wanted an odd number, and it makes finishing this roof somewhat difficult. Now, the one thing I could do is take down this wall and move it in or out. Out might be easier, actually, if I move it out, but then that's going to put the height off. Grr, grr. And that's going to look better with a spruce slab, actually, I think. Spruce planks, I mean. Hey, yeah, let's build a roof and not really think about how it's all going to work. I just didn't want to get rid of this building, but it looks like I'm going to have to, just because no, don't be lazy, don't be lazy. I think we need to make some structural changes. Anyway, this part is fine. So here, what I'll have is dark oak, so a crossbeam here, out of dark oak logs, which doesn't work. Oh, well, wait a minute, it can still work. There's nothing to say that needs to be right the way through. It might not need that much. Let's take this one out and pop that in there, and then pop that on there. And at least we'll get one part of the roof finished. Good grief, man. I should really get some scaffolding. No, wrong one. There we go. And that's wrong as well. But that is right. Yeah, it's this bit that's kind of throwing me. I think what we need to do is just take these blocks out. I don't know what they're doing there anyway. And then that lets me do this and that and that. And I think I'm going to put a dark oak in there. Does that work? Kind of. Anyway, this should be stripped. Oopsie. Just throwing away rockets like there's loads of them. Actually, I got plenty of rockets. And then we can do that part, which is fine. We're getting there now. That. And then we want to, yeah, we'll come back to that. So that would be like that. And then this has to come out. Now the problem is, how do I do a similar sort of end piece on here when I've got two blocks? So if I do, see, the problem is this. And so if I do this, and that, there is no room for my fancy bit at the end, unless we just change the design of it. So if I do that, and what have we got? Yeah, we've got this 2-block gap. But okay, let's just work with that for now. And that should be a block in there, which closes off that light. That's fine. I'm still not happy about that. And these have to come out because this is just a corner now. Although it's an odd corner. And then let's see. I thought I had. We need some dark oak planks. Not too many. We're not getting too many. 6. I hope 6 is enough. Let's just make sure that we've got plenty of those. And for this part, straightforward. Make that a solid block, and then we put an upside down stair either side. And in this case, because it's quite small, I'm just going to put a plank either side, and then one there and one there. So it gives us a nice crenellation in that flare at the front, similar to that. So the problems continue with this. I can put a block in there. Let's take a look and see what it looks like from below. Preferably not falling like that. Right, so that's, you can see the problem now. Well, one thing that I definitely need to do, one thing I need to do after that is to put in upsidey downies steps, so that we do that, that and that. And you're now seeing the problem here with not having, yeah, that somehow needs to be, that does need to be in there like that. Different angle, you get a different picture of what's going on. And that can be like, yeah, now that makes more sense. And then we put in another upside downy and take that out. Put it up here for now. And then in there, I want to put a spruce trapdoor, and up here a spruce button. And that's the sort of look that we're going for. Unfortunately, because of the way this is working, it doesn't quite work. But I think I've got a solution potentially. Let's start by putting in the upside down stairs first of all. So that and that, that and that, and I think if we put, well, we can't put a trapdoor there because that's across 2 blocks. So that's not going to work. And we can't put any other blocks. It's just going to have to be like that. But what we could do, just for a bit of added texturing, is a trapdoor under there, there, and even there. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's take a look. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, I can live with that. Oof. Don't know why I say oof when I fall, but I always do. Ridiculous. So now we can just do a little bit of texturing. We don't have any texturing materials apart from cobblestone, which is basically what it's made out of, so not texturing. But I do have fence posts, so let's get rid of the windows. And put in fence posts. Any more windows here? Yep, one there. Spruce doors, so that's fine. And we have our last part of the harbour coming up into what will be the farming area up here. Ooh, now somebody forgot to put in upside downy ones on this one. And trap door, no. And a button. And probably be the same around the other side. Ooh. Yes. Oh, well done. And a button. There, cool. Groovy. Okay, I think that works for me. So let's see how our village is looking. Now that it's just about converted. Yeah, I think we just need to take out 1, 2, 3, I don't know what these are. We'll take them out and that one out. And that should do for phase 1. Right. Quick sleep, and then we'll crack on and do the demolishing. So I mentioned we'd come and have a look at this build at the end, and this is one of the Trials of Aristide, which is a series of rooms based on the gods that exist within the Belgariad books, and they are sort of puzzle rooms. There's traps and tricks and all sorts of things you have to find your way through. And because, of course, it's Cherek's, they like nothing more than a good fight, except maybe ale. So this will give you an idea. Now, I'm not mercifully in adventure mode, but say for this one, you have to go in. And what that does, or might have done, yep, there he is it spawns a pillager. Oh, I seem to be dying rather quickly. There we go. Oh, I definitely need to eat something. Am I even wearing armour? Oh, I know what it is. I don't have netherite chestplate on my... Oh, there's more of them about. Oh, he's left snow blocks here as well. Ginthian! Let me get rid of those. Oh, I could be in trouble. What the? Ah, that's scary. This is not good. Oh yeah, look, let me show you this. Oh good, they're shooting at each other, I hope. Come on. Faster. Is that through the block? Yeah, I think it maybe is. No, it can't be. Ha! secret. Oh, there's a lot of them. There shouldn't be this many. Why is there this? Ah. Because I keep generating them when you step on the pressure plates. Oh. Oh, no. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there because I have no idea where my spawn point is. Oh, it is back here. At least that's something. So I'm going to tidy up, get my stuff back, and hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time on the Vale. Thanks now. Bye.